Shalom Yashrala. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Chakwarash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and taught us this truth, and salutations to all the Akim pushing this word in truth and in sincerity with charity. It's Brother Rapaya from the Great Millstone camp here in Chicago, and Lord willing to listen. This is a response to the DHS making that edited video of this young man here. These young, posing as these young YNs, right? These are these young ninjas, talking about bounties on ICE agents and wanting all the smoke or whatnot. You see, inciting what? Race riots, man. All right, but we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We understand that Esau Edom, he creates the problem, to bring forth his so-called solution, all right? Because he's a damn devil, man. He's order out of chaos. That's his thing. You see? And even though this young man, he comes out and says, nah, that was an old video I made, and they edited it to say all that. You know what I'm saying? So this is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And if he could, steal our identity and put another name upon us, how much more this technology, I'm saying, that he's weaponized. The earth is given into his hand. His blessing is the sword. This is Esau Edom we're talking about. Malachi 1 and 4 tells you that they are the border of wickedness. Esau Edom is, you see. This is Revelation 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, right? The deceiver, and Satan, which and Satan going into the adversary, right? The physical form of the spiritual, demon Satan, right? Which deceiveth the whole world. All right, he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So these Edomites, they're here to deceive the whole world at that. You know what I'm saying? All right. So here it is. They're deceiving the masses today with this propaganda to incite a race war. All right, to increase tensions between different races out here, man. And the scriptures go into that. You see. So that's why, the Lord, has his men, the prophets, in the highways and byways, bringing out the warning, and because, the prophets can see all this, man, and understand it. You see, we understand the Bible, man. All right, we're spiritual forecasters. We can tell you what's coming before it happens, man, through the power and will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It's all laid out here in the scriptures, man. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, So we understand that 2/3 ain't going to get this, man. They're going to remain lost. They're going to have to suffer death by pain, man. That's the only remedy for them. You see? Verse 4, in whom the God of this world, and who's the God of this world? Is Esau Edom, right? Hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, the anointed one, Yahushai, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them. You see? So they're blinded, man. They're mesmerized by Babylon, man. All right, Esau Edom, and they want to choose his ways, man. This is and this is his ways, man. They want to choose this devil's way. This is Micah 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Right now, the earth is given into their hand. Their blessing is the sword. You see? So all these things line up with it being in the power of their hand, man. They're doing whatever they want to do, man, because the Lord set them up to do it right now. It's their kingdom, their rulership, man. But the Lord set the bounds that he cannot pass. You see? So we know that he's coming to an end. All right? We see it. That's why we see that he's going to come down with that great wrath as well. All right? And we're blowing the trumpet, man. You see? This little clip right here is hyping up these Edomites, man. These so-called white people, man. To what? To come down and hunt Jake. All right, it's going to be a purge out here. Wait till there's no 911. There's no internet, no cell phone, no nothing, man. No electricity, nothing. All right, you jakes are gonna be through, man. It's gonna get so ugly out here. People are gonna be invading one another, you know. But it's all by design, man. This is what Esau Edom wants. He wants the chaos. He wants the purge to come, so that he could bring in his new world order with a micro C hip in your hand or your forehead. This is verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. You see. So now he's created what? Young ninjas now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, Israelites, we got young ninjas throughout America, man. All right, and only a few are waking up. Only a few, the elect is a small number. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, man, this is all by design, man. All right? Our people are lost because in Psalms 83, they said, let us come together and cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may no longer be in remembrance to them, basically. You see? So we're dealing with the damn devil, man. He's crafty at that too, because people are going to see this clip and they're going to believe it and run with it, man. You know? This is Sirach 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. You know what I'm saying? So you never trust this damn devil, man. All right? That rust is always going to remain there no matter what. You polish it and do whatever you need to do with it. That underlying rust is still there, man. Can a leopard change his spots? No. Neither can this devil, Esau, Edom. You see? But nonetheless, this is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So that's what we're approaching now, man. At any moment, all hell could break loose. The lights could literally go out for months. You know what I'm saying? Complete darkness. And that's why we must remain faithful to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and expect the victory and aid. Expect miracles. Expect healing. Expect to eat, drink, and rejoice in times of famine. I mean, we're coming into some terrible times, man. Some evil times. You see? But those that fear the Lord, we're going to be like Mount Zion, unmovable. All right? The Lord's going to protect us. All right? He's going to preserve us, you see? And he's going to keep us from famine. All right? Because, only the Lord can save us from the power of the sword. All right? People are going to be invading one another, man. But also, the Lord's going to turn us into hunters. He's going to turn us up. He's going to give us spiritual powers too. All right? This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men. All right? They're going to go against the authorities, man. All right? The government even. And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So it's going to be a survival of the fittest, man, and they're not going to regard life. They're not going to regard authority. All right? People are just going to be massacring one another out here, man. It says, and it reads, verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Martial law is going to be in place. All right? Nero 47 is going to enact martial law here in America, Babylon the Great. You're not going to be able to pass through the neighborhoods, man. Not even states. Forget about that shit. You're not going to get, out of the little neighborhood you're in. That's the whole 15-minute city, man. All right, within 15 minutes of your dwelling. This is verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. All right, because these people are full of pride, man. All right, and pride is hateful before the Most High and men. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity, no mercy upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and shall and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You see? So that's the times that we're coming into, man, where it's going to be a time like no other. You know, but hey, we're gathering up faith for a treasure right now, and we're going to be stable in those times. This is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is his treasure. And that treasure is for later use, man. In the time of Jacob's trouble, man, we're going to cash out. So, hey, sow abundantly, man, so you can reap abundantly as well, you know. And with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. On to the next one. Shalom.